alone! Ah!
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Innocent again. Because I keep the money to myself. That's why they call me Innocent. Bruh, that's gonna catch on one day. I promise. I promise. But YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, MySpace. We need to talk. I was story time. I was scrolling through TikTok. My feed full of anime, just chilling. But I kept seeing something that had me questioning, like, is the world about to end tomorrow? Because it doesn't make sense to me. How are people thinking this? And the thing that I saw was people were. This is this is common. People always say this. People who don't watch Dragon Ball say this, or people who only watch Dragon Ball Super. They say that Goku is a bad father. Huh? Like he's a bad father. But usually with those, fine, I can let it go. But then I seen something on TikTok that was just despicable. Just despicable. Like whoever started this conversation need to be forced to watch like Riverdale back to back. Like each episode back to back to back. But what I seen on TikTok, it said who's a worse father, Goku or Gang? For the uninitiated, Gang is gone, his dad from Hunter x Hunter. If you don't know what Hunter x Hunter is, you should watch it. It's a great anime, I guess. But this got me thinking, why do people even think Goku's a bad dad? So I'm gonna go over like the common reasons that I hear. Like this is just a full on rant. I might not even edit the video. I probably will a little bit, but not that much. Okay, this is just a rant. So the first reason that I hear of why Goku is a bad father, quote unquote, is he let another man raise his son. Now, if you watch the first few episodes of Dragon Ball Z, you will understand the context, right? So what happened was Goku's brother came from outer space, and he's like, "All right, I'm killing everybody. Goku, you pretty much come with me." That's not what he said exactly. What he said exactly was, "Goku, you coming back with me? You and your son. If you bring 100 people, I'll bring you to space with me, right?" Goku's like, "Nah." So some things happen, and Goku he sacrificed his life to save his son. Let me repeat that. Goku, the by the way, people say he's a bad dad. He sacrificed his life to save his son, and people still call him an absent father. He saved his. He gave up his life to save his son. I can't stress that enough. How is that a bad dad? Isn't that the definition of a good dad? Then the dude named Piccolo, he came and took his son. He's like, okay, I'm gonna train you. All right. The next reason out of here is this one has a little bit of validity. I'm not gonna lie. They're mad that Goku made Gohan fight Cell. Then he also gave Cell a sensu beam. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's questionable. Hey, but I'm Goku's lawyer here. I'm gonna still defend him, right? Let's go over like some what's the word? Let's go over like some situations that could have happened, right? Let's say all the Z fighters jump Cell, right? Let's say they all just started jumping them, started trying to beat him. Cell would one shot them all. Besides Goku and Gohan, he would beat Goku, and then Gohan still fight him in a 1v1, and Gohan would lose. All right. Now, people also say the same saga that Goku doesn't understand Gohan's nature, which I get. I understand why Goku may have miscalculated, right? Because in the hyperbolic time chamber, Gohan gets mad at Goku for not pushing him hard. He calls Goku. He literally calls Goku soft. He calls his own father soft for not pushing him hard. But when Goku throws him in the ring with Cell, that's pushing him too hard. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. What? But even after that, right? Piccolo, the person that people say that's Gohan's real father, he he didn't even understand Gohan like Goku did. He didn't train with Gohan. He didn't understand Gohan's rage. He didn't understand none of that. In fact, Goku understood Gohan more than Piccolo, and he understood his true power. So Goku's like, Gohan, you're like the last fit of the world. World. If you can't win, no one can. And Goku was right. Gohan ends up beating Cell. He goes Super Saiyan 2. He destroys Cell. He destroys him. And now Piccolo's like, oh, I didn't know he had it in him. Of course you didn't. You're not his father. That's why. Now I'm gonna go on a little mini rant real quick. The same people that call Goku a bad father will think Vegeta's just like the holiest father of the year. Which, if you even watched or read Dragon Ball Z, right? Just watch and read it. Vegeta literally was going to let his son and his wife die because he didn't love them. His son, the future person. This is confusing. The future person of his son, so his future son, had to come save his past self because Vegeta did not want to. But yet Vegeta's a better father than Goku. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Right. But then people. No, hold on. Let's go over Gang real quick. Gang. So, Gang from Hunter x Hunter. What do we know about him? Okay, I'll tell you the first thing we know. Gang, what Gang said. They had like a little tape, and they played it. Gang told his son, "I never want to see you again." I'm gonna repeat. Gang told his son, "I never want to see you again." How why is him Goku as like fathers even in the same sentence, in the same essay, in the same paragraph? They should not be nowhere in the same sentence as father. Goku's a top three father in all anime, and I would debate anyone on that. But let's get back to Goku, right? That same saga, same arc where Gohan's fight Cell. Goku literally said he apologized to his son. He said, "I'm sorry. I didn't understand that you didn't like fighting when we was in the time chamber. You always wanted to fight, but my bad, I guess." Then Goku, for the second time, sacrificed himself to save the world and his son for the second time. Versus Gang, when Gon was in the hospital, Gang didn't even want to see him. Gang, Gang did not want to see him. Even Gon is like, "Oh, it's weird to call Gang my dad. I just call him Gang or Jang, whatever you call Jang Gang. I don't care what you call him, but I'm calling him trash because he's a trash father. I don't care." All right. But then after they beat the Cell, right? They Gohan beat Cell with Goku's help, by the way. Goku's motivating him while, depending on what you watch, Piccolo's on the sidelines watching Gohan get whooped. But that's besides the point, right? So after that, Gohan's like, "Okay, Dad, let me wish you back to life. Like, it's my fault that you died. Let me wish you back." And Goku's like, "Nah." Here's another reason why people say Goku's a bad father, because he chose not to come back to life to be with his family. He chose to stay in the other world. I'm going to quote this for y'all. I'm going to quote exactly what Goku what's Goku's reasoning for this, right? He says, "Hey, I'm speaking to you from the next world. Listen to me, would you? There's something that Bulma mentioned to me a long time ago. She said it was like I drew bad guys towards me. When you think about it, she's certainly right, ain't she? And so I have a hunch that Earth would be more peaceful without me around. Even King Kai, by the way, he's God. I mean, he's not a god, but he's pretty much a god. King Kai's a god, telling him that, you know what, Goku, the Earth would be safe without you, right? Now let's go over the threats that Goku caused harm, like Goku caused to attack Earth and hurt his son, right? Goku's brother named Raditz came to Earth for Goku. Vegeta and Nappa came to Earth because of Goku. Frieza came to Earth because of Goku. The androids came because of Goku. Cell came because of Goku. That's 5 threats. That's all those threats are like. I'm not gonna say pretty much all those threats can like destroy planet Earth. All came because of Goku. In a world without Goku, none of this would have happened. Possibly, possibly, and the Earth would have been safe. Therefore, if Goku is dead and anyone's trying to get at Goku, him being dead should like negate all the beef, right? That's that's something a good father would do. So why is Goku still a bad father? Now, my last point. This is for this last point. Again, I understand this point, but then again, I still don't get it right. So Goku has two sons. By the way, Goku was dead when his second son was born. By the way, saving the world. So let's get that out of the way. He was dead. Goku, he gets like a. By the way, let's talk about this, right? Goku's the only person in Dragon Ball Z who gets, besides Vegeta later in the Buu Saga, he gets one free day to come back to Earth. He gets one free day. Goku is dead in heaven. The god is like, okay, I give you one free day to come back to visit Earth, right? One free day, right? So Goku's like, okay. He talks to everybody from the afterlife, which really he shouldn't do anyway, but he still does it. But that's besides the point. He's like, hey, y'all, let's do this tournament. Bring all the families and friends. Let's do a tournament. We can all eat and all chill, right? As soon as Goku comes, he talks to Goten. They have like a little. They hug it out. They like talk a little bit. By the way, Goku only gets 1 day, 1 day, and he spends it with his son. How's Goku a bad father? But then some things happen. A big pink piece of bubblegum appears, and Goku has to train his son and pretty much his nephew, his nephew, to beat this big piece of pink bubblegum. Right? Goku spends his whole day pretty much training his son to stop a future threat. I will admit, Goku, he couldn't have been there for Goten as much as he wanted to, but we're just not gonna act like Goku just wasn't dead for like 7 years of Goten's life. He was dead saving his first son. Now, people would bring up Dragon Ball Super and like how Goku doesn't interact with Goten, but hey, Dragon Ball Super, they water down Goku. But even then, I think the first episode we get like the whole episode is just him and Goten messing around on like messing with radishes or something. I don't know, but I think me personally, I think Goku's a top three father in all of anime history. If you disagree, you can just die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. No. If you disagree with me, if you disagree with me, please comment and I'll debate you. Like, still like now. Don't be like that. Still like. And hey, that's the end of the video. My goal is to reach probably 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Is it possible? Well, hey, we're about to find out. But before I go, I have one more thing to show y'all.